Everybody, hey, what's going on today? It's a snowy day in Seattle, whatnot, but it's a blessed day. At the same time, today I want to talk about. Hey, let me make sure everything's working. Hey, everybody, Kellen Cash again here, work break. Today I want to talk about, um, work, PR, teams, and all that stuff. When you're really living the so jump as always right into it. And a question I want to answer, and I might ramble a little bit on today, but a question I want to answer. People ask me, how many clients do I need? Because it seems like, you keep YouTubers and different influencers and musicians and all that. And so I want to answer some of that to try to give you guys an understanding, because some people think that, we represent everybody, which isn't true. Good two handfuls of people. Some we talk about, some we just play that real young Al Heyman role, depending on how we need to play it. But what I want to do is I want to give you some insight, so you know how, if you want to do PR or business, whatnot, how many people it may take. Because for me, one client can't buy me all the things that I want. One client can't get me everything the way I want to be. You can't base your business off one client. Think if McDonald's just based their business off one client, where they would be. They wouldn't be McDonald's, right? If you saw the founders movie about McDonald's, maybe the original founders be happy with like one client just being happy with, just that one customer. But one client can do everything that you need to do, and you shouldn't depend on someone as a business owner just for one client. You gotta spread the game. You gotta spread it up. So, you can't base it on one client. I know some of y'all, you get a client and they might pay you, I got a client on a 10 or 20,000 and up retainer, and I'm just happy and all is good. Nah, you can't work like that. First of all, if you got a client like that, you need to then expand your team so you can expand your capabilities, because one person can't be great at everything. I've yet to find someone who can master website coding, PR, advertising, marketing, press releases, writing, networking, on the road manager, and all that stuff for a client that would be that. So one client can't do everything for you. And some of y'all get these, in quotes, right? Air quotes for those who are listening on the audio, these superstar clients, that you might see in movies and all things. You get excited, and your whole rep is built on that. And that's good. That's good. That's very good. But you cannot depend on your one client. Clients seem to have ups and downs like regular people, like regular business. So, you're eating fat now, y'all ain't fat now, but now someone else is going to have to eat, they're going to have to get their $5 for everything that's done in the park. That's a Kings of New York reference, whatnot. But one client can't do it for you. So don't expect one person to do it for you. In life, you need a team, husband, wife, all that. You expect them to do everything for you? Come on, man. You want them to be the wife and the accountant. You want them to do just everything. It doesn't work like that. So you need to spread things out, and build your part of your team. The way we kind of build it out is we look at the client. Some people know me only for music. They're like, hey, you still represent so-and-so? And if they know, I'm like, yeah, we're doing some work. But what I find with the musicians, where I can be more helpful and the company be more helpful, is keeping you legal, keeping your finances right, on certain, on different moves. And so then naturally with like influencers, over all the social media platforms, because of having all that experience, I can then say, hey, this deal's right, or this is a deal, or this deal doesn't sound right, and people see, like sometimes I'll post things and people won't even know I represent anybody. They're like, I don't know what you do. I just know that you talk, you post on social media. I say, yeah, but I post on social media, but I don't get, hits like you would think of someone who professionally does social media. I don't get hits like that. My mouth is too big, talk too much. I'm trying to do this to teach and give the game so that 14-year-old, reason why I wrote one of these books back here is so that 14-year-old who's trying to do this can watch the channel and just understand and absorb. Like, okay, I get it. Because the game, it changes, but not that much on the back end when you're doing deals and you're talking. And to be honest with you, just like they, record labels would only let certain people in and give them, a deal. The insiders only let certain people in, and you're either inside or you're not. You know what I mean? You either got it or you don't. And they don't. They're there to take advantage of people, and I'm not for that. It's a lot of ways to make a lot of money. We built games just to break them down. And these people aren't smarter than anybody, but when you're like an influencer, you're a musician or whatever you're doing, business owner, you can't play all the hats. So you got to put good money towards good people. So I remember when I raced the Lamborghini, and someone said, because they knew me from back in the day, and they said, "Oh, so and so must have went platinum. You in the Lambo?" I said, man, come on. And I'm so open and honest. I tell you, that's not even a stunt move. I just wanted to race the Lambo. That's $90 on Groupon. You catch it the right way. You know what I mean? And then I told them a story. I said, you should have saw me when we did X, Y, and Z. But the whole thing isn't to stun on them, but to let them know, like, don't ever expect that one person is making someone else rich. That's a problem in the small business, and particularly the Black community, where people are like, oh wow, your guys' rates are expensive. No, you know what's expensive? Expensive is signing a contract you don't fully understand because you've never been there. We've done this for over a decade. You know how many deals have come through? You know how much investment in the software and the books and the relationships, and we've made our mistakes down the road. But it's not that what you're paying for. See, what you think you're paying for when you're paying somebody thousands of dollars a month is you think that you're paying for whatever that lifestyle they're showing you. That's why the old school people behind the scenes would never show you a flashy lifestyle, because they never want to shine more than the talent. We don't need to shine more, but the way we grind and the way we move. I had a client tell me one time, "Are you flying private?" And I was like, huh? They mean, and they were wondering if their money was going towards private jets, whatnot. And one, is it your business? But two, I'm just talking to you, talking about business. We don't flex, we don't stunt. We're not looking for clout like that. We want to do the work. One of my team members, brother, man, of mine, has so many social media followers on one of his platforms. He doesn't even post anymore because he thought it got corny after a while. And he might have been on to something. He might have been on to something that maybe it did get corny after a while. My whole purpose of being on social media is to document, because I remember when when I was super young, you know what I mean, and taking trips, and people are like, nah, you didn't go there. And you went by yourself. And I have to let people know, man, you guys don't know me. My mother would put me on planes when I was like 12 by myself, go see the world, whatnot. So you don't know me. So, and when you want to get to know me, the best way that I have found is, let's do some business, because through that, everybody will open up. But, since you don't know me, don't expect that you know how I came up, because when I fully write that book, that book is written about me, however that goes, people will be shocked. And I tell people things about my life, and they're like, how do you know? And I had a friend one time who knew me for a while, and he was like, and he was dealing with some TV people, and he's like, how much would it be to tell the life story? I said, the whole story? TV? Oh man, the number was huge, The number was huge. So I just say that don't base everything on one client, one person in life, and use one client to get, three more. That's realistic. If you can get more, that's great. But you also don't want to grow bigger than what you can afford to do. Never let people like bully you into representing them. Never take so much on that you can't do the work. Like I know there's some people who can get clients, but they can't keep them. And they can't keep them because they're good at the initial networking part and giving the full details and everything. But what they're not good at is listening to what the client is looking for. Because you can get clients 10 media spots a month, and when they don't sell a movie or a book or music based on that, or what they don't think is based on that, perception is a big thing. They are ready to fire you and find out whoever they heard was great the next, and that's fine. Like when people leave, always let folks go. Don't take it personal because it's not. But no, if they come back, man, it's like if you had rent control and you come back, you can't come back for the same price. One, we were probably trying to just get you in the deal and get you in. But a lot of what we see small business and influencers, especially, they don't understand all the money that it takes to put into a brand. And so if you tell someone, it's going to be 60 grand, they get intimidated. So you got to take them through baby steps, because most people who are making money online have not just gone to business school, because you don't have to go to business school or even college, but they haven't read enough books on the subject. And if you haven't read enough on a subject, I just know, like, even not just business, but even ownership. One of the books that I'm really enjoying right now is Extreme Ownership. Check out Extreme Ownership at your local library or on Amazon. Amazon, shout out, yeah. But if you're not reading enough on that, you need to get someone who does. I could say for some clients, they only pay us because we read. Some clients, they only pay us because we travel. And what I really like about business more than anything, it's great, you're solving problems, but I like being able to pay people monthly. It's not an ego thing, like I'm putting such and such food on your table, whatnot, like I'm a big don or anything. But it's the fact that I know that this person is talented for real, and they don't need to be at Target working the cash register. They don't need to be at Fred Meyer's longer than they need to be, or Kroger's or whatever the store is. They don't need to be at Macy's counter because they're probably not going to elevate them in that amount of, they can do that part-time for the discount during the holidays. But, it's about putting them on and letting them stay in their comfortable environment. You ain't got to come to the office. You know what I mean? You ain't got to come. We gonna see you when you see it. We gonna meet you when you meet you. Just make sure that this work gets done. You don't have to ask time off or, treat me a certain way, whatnot, because I'm trying to enjoy my family time on the time that we have on this earth. You know what I mean? I'm trying to enjoy my creative time and just get my mind right, whatnot. So I'm not expecting, anybody around me. I don't want you. You don't got to kowtow, all that sir stuff. Nah, you ain't got to do all that. All you got to do is do the work and do your purpose in life. And that's what really drives me. It used to be, okay, the big names, but in my early 20s, we got out of that because big names come and go. You know what I mean? And we see the talent come and go. And we can kind of predict why, like we can see it. And we can kind of try to steer certain talents, be like, nah, you ain't got to go that way. And all I do is tell you once. I have team members who, they like to try to beat it up like with the drum and to the horn sounds. But me, I don't like that because everybody's an adult. Everybody has to use maturity. We tell everybody the same thing, the same way we tell ourselves. Lean not on your own understanding. Read them scriptures. You know, even if you just start at Proverbs, at least you start it and you get some wisdom. Because a lot of people don't have wisdom. A lot of people don't have good people around them that have been in this position, and they're constantly like listening to that negative voice in their head, and they don't have enough people that give them genuine positive affirmation. And some are paid to do that, but it has to be genuine. Because if you are going to like run your business to the ground and jump off the roof, we're going to tell you before that and be like, yo, this ain't the business. This might not be for you. You know, you might need to do something else. This isn't your purpose, is what God is telling you. Like in Color Purple, God is trying to tell you something. That's why you can't go to sleep without, the drink, the drugs. Some people, that's a lot of times what happens when people get illegal money. It's not in them. It's not in them because the devil ain't in them. It's just a circumstance at the time. So, to bring it back forward, whatever business you're doing, you always are happy off the first client. Second client gives you a little more confirmation. But what you got to do from then is say, how can I bounce this out? And maybe it's not always in the same arena. Maybe it's in a different arena, a different business. It's nothing wrong with having multiple businesses as long as you can manage them. You know what I mean? Do you? You know what I mean? That's the Bay Area slang and whatnot. Don't let the African garbs and everything get it twisted. I'm still from where I'm from, and still trying to work with everyone who wants to work with us and do it in a righteous way, because we learn how to again break the game and cheat the game playing Nintendo, and now we're building Nintendo. You know what I mean? We're branding those things. You know what I mean? I don't want to say too much just for the sake of sounding smooth and like we're making Nintendo, because we're not making Nintendo. Not yet. But Soldier Boy is showing us how you can take the white label, game, and that's the start. You know what I mean? Don't ever hate on somebody starting something, especially if you aren't in the industry they're in. It's a lot of criticism, a lot of critiques. If we would have listened to everything, man, we wouldn't be unique. So you really gotta just keep pushing, and the naysayers are the people who love you the most. Until they can see it, until they can reap the benefit, until they can eat off that plate. People are going to just doubt you. That's okay. Let them doubt you, but don't let them reroute you. That's how we're going to move it. This is a work break, a little longer than usual, but I hope you enjoyed the game. Keep it pushing. If you need any help, any help, book a session on cprfirm.as.me. Description box are all through. You need a team to go to the next level, to hit the next tier. Don't have any fear. I'm Kellen Cash, Kellen Coleman, all of that. Holler, people. Peace. Blessings.